the second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, everybody. It's Peter Dills. It is Go Country 105. We are hunkered down at the Casa de Dills, here on Go Country 105. It's Sunday, and as always, we start off with our weather report. Not sure why I do that, but man, this is like almost the middle of August, and it's clear sailing from here. Turtle, good morning to you. What's happening over there in Turtle Land?
Just working on the show, getting all the sound effects and everything ready. It has been quite the process to get to today.
Are we ready, though?
We are ready. I was driving in today, and there was 2 road hazards. It was a mess.
So early in the morning. How dare they? Well, anyway, it's Peter Dills. We're here at the Casa, as I said. We like to get out to a restaurant, but I couldn't find any restaurants that would open up this early for us in the morning. But no doubt, we're going to have a great show because, as always, Turtle, each show just keeps getting better and better and better. So the question is, what was the most stolen food item?
French fries.
French fries? No, it is cheese. In fact, 5% of all the cheese that is stolen at grocery stores or markets or wherever they steal is resold. There must be some really good cheese out there on the market. It's Peter Dills. It's Go Country 105. We got a gift card to give away today. I've got a $50 gift card to one of my favorite restaurants. Really, it is. Favorite Mexican restaurants in all of San Gabriel Valley. It is called Chiquita Bonita, and it means cute girl. Chiquita Bonita means cute girl.
Doesn't that mean like cute banana?
Cute banana. And in a few weeks, if we're still doing this COVID-19 off-premise, I think we'll be hitting Chiquita Bonita and doing a show from there. In fact, I know we will in the next few weeks, so put that on your calendar. Speaking of calendars, I got a whole bunch of things to talk about today about a special Chardonnay sale that's happening at Pavilions. You can get Domaine Chandon at Vaughn's for $13.95. We've just got a whole plethora. Look at all this. Look at the stack of stuff that we're going to... Can we possibly get through all of this in 1 hour?
No.
All right.
The amount of trees right now that you have a forest in front of you.
There's 2 things I want to accomplish.
Okay.
To see this is to believe this, how many wires there are. Do you think... We're still going to be doing this in 5 years. Do you think there will be technology that we don't have to use any wires, that we can all be done wireless?
Well, okay, so if I want to speak from a technical standpoint, no, because what ends up happening is when you have a bunch of Bluetooth, like everyone likes to do Bluetooth.
Right, yeah, got all that stuff.
All that stuff just gets tangulated into the ethos. So there's a lot of
in 5 years we're still going to be using.
We're still going to be doing.
Come on, you sound like Bob Michero talking about. Oh, he's going to be. Just get to the point. What's a tannin? What's a tannin?
I'm just saying, Peter. Like this is a lot easier. And to think about it, Peter. This is what it takes. Just
I know.
For
I have
boys.
A picture of it. If anybody, I will post a picture when we're done at 9:00 this morning and show you what all of this looks like. Okay?
Think about a band. Now think about if you brought in a band, Peter.
I know. Well, no, they get a microphone and they get okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
We are looking for you. We are looking for up and coming country artists that would like to sit in with us. Obviously, it's just a guitar and a stool, right?
Exactly.
Just to play in music and out music. All right. Speaking of country music, that is our hint for our trivia question today. It has nothing to do with food. I'm sure he likes to eat, but this country music star is the answer to our trivia question. 626 765-7543.
What's that?
That's our phone number.
What?
You can call that 24/7 because we don't pick it up. It goes straight to voicemail. Or you can text me, 626-765-7543. 626-7543.
All right.
It's as easy as that. All right. I might change the name of this show to Mythbusters.
No, Peter, that name's already taken.
Oh, is it?
You can't retake
Well,
a name.
do they have a radio show called Mythbusters? Why? Can
we call it Food Busters?
Okay, Food Busters. Very good.
You know?
Food Busters. Okay. Why every time I pick a subject, even I get a new perspective on what the truth really is here on Food Busters, Food Mythbusters.
You know what? I was just having this conversation the other day, and the more you know about something, the more you try to perfect it.
Did you just read my? You must have read my script.
No. This is something that I've been dealing with myself personally. This entire time on your Facebook, if everyone goes and logs on to Dining with Dills,
Peter Dills or
Peter Dills.
Peter Dills, yeah.
I've been trying to get the audio just right.
And let's all of you, Eric and Mike, is it working? Teresa Fung, is it working? Let us know. Just type in on the Facebook. So every time I pick up a subject that I think I know about, I get a new perspective, like you just said, what the truth actually is. I used to have a boss back in radio, Boss Radio. I used to have a boss in radio that would always say in the sales meeting, well, the truth of the matter is, and every time he said that, it just curled my hide there, Turtle. The truth of the matter is, well, that means to me, blah, 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 blah. Okay? I found myself tuning him out. Remember, it was Mark Twain that said, figures don't lie, but liars figure.
Yeah. Just like sales pitches.
Well, while I was researching today's show here on Go Country 105, I wanted to see the numbers for California for this COVID-19 for the virus. Sadly, we lead the way in numbers of restaurants that have closed. But that makes sense. California being the largest state in the Union in the United States, that would make sense that out of 50 states, California leads the way with restaurant closures, right?
We have the most people, the most area, the most locations. Totally believe it.
But it goes further than that. It also says that we also have the largest percentage of restaurants that have closed. So even Delaware, let's say Delaware could have a 10% percentage, or Idaho, whatever it is. California leads in restaurants closure and percentage. Not good.
Is that because we have the most restaurants?
Have you been reading the script?
No, I just showed up today. I was in traffic.
So it makes sense because Pasadena, where we are right now and where I live and you visit frequently, and San Francisco, in the whole United States, Pasadena and San Francisco have the most per capita restaurants. Do you want me to dumb that down? What that means?
Let me guess. They have the most capitals in a restaurant.
It means simply that per population, Pasadena 150,000. I don't know. San Francisco, what's 800,000 or a million? I'm not sure. But there are more restaurants per person in Pasadena and San Francisco than anywhere in the whole United States.
Wow.
What I found actually doing the research for this morning's show, that Olive Garden is the most frequented casual restaurant in California.
I believe
Olive
it.
Garden. Okay, you'd believe it.
I believe
I
it.
don't go to Olive Garden.
But, well, look, anytime I ever dated somebody and I was meeting
Free breadsticks.
and
baby.
no. And I ever met their family, that was always the place.
All
The
right.
family would, and I'm like, what is going on?
Well,
like, why
free bread.
We would always go to Olive Garden.
Followed by Chili's,
Oh, yeah.
Denny's, IHOP, BJ's. BJ, you know, the brewery.
Right. There's one by my house.
So there's a bunch of them.
They do
These are
pizza.
This
Pizza's
is what
pizza.
California is. BJ's, Chili's, Denny's. Are you kidding? And IHOP. Did I mention them?
Yes.
Recently, California Pizza Kitchen.
They just closed, right? They're
Well,
filing for
no, they
bankruptcy.
filed for bankruptcy. That does not mean that they're necessarily going to close all of them. Maybe some of them.
What does that mean? Like,
It means they're restructuring. Okay, so you owe me $10.
Okay.
You lose your job. And then you write me a note basically saying, "Hey, Peter, I can't pay you back. I don't have any money." So you've wiped out the debt because you're basically starting all over again.
What do you mean? So you're just fine? If I write you a note anytime, Peter, that means that's it?
Well, it has to be an official note. Well, you wanted to know if California Pizza Kitchen is planning on moving out of California?
Maybe
Maybe
Pizza
Alaska?
Kitchen. Alaska Pizza Kitchen?
You're taking all my good jokes. That's what I got
No.
here. Alaska Pizza Kitchen.
APK?
All right, today's show it's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, we've got a country music trivia question, and as I mentioned last week, we asked what is the most stolen food item, and you said French fries,
Of course.
onion rings, right? You meant off the plate.
Yeah.
Well, it was actually cheese. 5% of all the cheese stolen is resold. Must be some real good cheese, right?
I love cheese.
I haven't gotten all the August figures yet.
We're
Obviously,
still in August.
we're still in August.
Yeah.
But the NRA has reported, not the National Rifle Association,
Because they're in trouble right now. So
the National Restaurant Association has said that over 100,000, this is July,
right.
over 100,000 restaurants have closed temporarily
Yeah.
and 25,000 permanently. An average independent restaurant that does $1 million a year. That
So
means
that's good, right?
It's an average, meaning where do you live?
West Covina, California.
West Covina. So not Chili's, not a regular mom and pop restaurant.
Okay.
They would hopefully do about $1 million a year in business. Profit. If a restaurant is profitable, their profit they hope is between 4 to 6%.
So that's what, $6,000?
60,000, 40.
Okay.
So they're hoping to make 40 to 60,000.
I forgot to carry the zero.
This leads to my subject of the day. Here's the subject of the day. Okay. And it's only you and me and those people that call in 626-765. Oh, what's the number? 765. See, now I went blank.
Right. Blank, blank, blank,
blank, blank, blank. Some of what do restaurants do? Well, guess what some of them have done?
They filed for bankruptcy.
No. Well, yeah, they have, but they've added surcharges. So that's what we are going to discuss this morning.
A surcharge is like if you're married or like you're a knight and you walk in like, sir.
Surcharge a lot. Surcharge a lot. That's what my dad used to call his wife. Mischarge a lot.
Was that your mom?
No, my dad's. Well, I mean, it was my stepmom.
Okay.
Lynn, she's a great lady, but yeah, he called her Mischarge a lot. 765-7543. That's it. 626-765-7543. We are going to have a trivia question in a bit. But before we go to break, as I mentioned, some have added surcharges. So in the next couple weeks, when we get back out on the road, I do want to have an intelligent discussion with some restaurant owners on why they've had to. I know why they added surcharges, but is it right or wrong? People agree, people disagree. It's kind of like Biden versus Trump. We've got our own opinion. And I'm going to give you my opinion when we come back from the break. It's Peter Dills. It's Go Country 105. This portion of our show is brought to you by our good friends at Tattinger Champagne. Tattinger Champagne asks you not to drink and drive, but definitely get yourself a bottle of Tattinger. How long we go?
That was 12:30.
Oh. All right. It's kind of fun for them to hear behind the scenes kind of nonsense that we're doing here on the station Go Country 105. Obviously, the people that are watching on Facebook know that we're live on Facebook and that we're going to play this show in its entirety. Mike Dobbs said he can hear it perfectly. It's great. Thank you, Mike Dobbs. Tell a friend. All right. So when we come back from the break, I got Long Beach Food and Beverage. They've got something going on.
Okay, we're going 51 on this?
Last week it was perfect. It was actually like spot on.
We went 51. But that's because the other show ran a minute late.
Yes, it did. I noticed that too. Thank you. I did notice that.
But we went 51.
Okay, so we'll go 51 today.
Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
In 5, 4, 3.
It's Peter Dills. We're back from the break. It's 15 minutes after the AM hour. It's Go Country 105. I'm here. We're actually doing the show remotely at my house. We're always looking for nice restaurants that we can pack up our gear and take it to. But today we just decided, hey, it's Turtle and I. We can do it. We can get through an hour, right, Turtle?
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
I showered for this, Peter.
And I did too. Hey, the Long Beach Food and Beverage, a newly registered nonprofit in Long Beach, has launched a series of virtual interactive cooking classes. How cool is that? Featuring local chefs from the Long Beach area. The classes have something for everyone: vegan, cannabis cooking, ethnic favorites, desserts. Classes range from $35 to $55, and you can register at lbffoodandbeverage.org. That's lbfoodandbeverage.org. Cocktail classes are coming soon. I should teach that.
Yeah.
I could teach you how to make a Mai Tai. I can teach you how to make a mojito. I can teach you how to make a martini, a margarita. What you want?
A shot.
The 3 M's: margarita, martini, and martini mango. I don't know.
Did you? My whole thing is with bartenders. I'm like, show me how to make a shot. And they're like, what? I'm like, tequila. They're like, you pour it in. I'm like, okay, you didn't mess that up.
You did well.
Yeah.
You did well, Turtle. And you are kind of a bartender.
I mean, I am a bartender.
Yeah, you are a bartender.
At a G4 classified area.
Yes, sir. You're in the Army now. You'll never get rich. You heard that one, right?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I was in the Marine Corps. That's why.
Oh, Marine. Yeah. What's the Marine Corps song? Semper Fi, or what would it?
From the halls of Montezuma.
From the halls of
the shores of
Montezuma
Tripoli.
to the shores of Tripoli. Onions recalled in all 50 states due to salmonella outbreak. That's not history.
What? Wait, onion rings are recalled?
Onion rings
I was
recalled.
just eating some the other day.
Onions recalled in all 50 states due to salmonella outbreak. Yes, so be careful, friends. As of July 30th, which is just 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, 396 people have been reported that they had salmonella. Oh no, 35 states, and 60 people were hospitalized.
Whoa.
So be careful when you're getting those onion rings.
Salmonella's bacteria, right?
Yeah, it's like eats up at your stomach. The only thing is that with something as serious as that, I don't want to give my opinion. Like, the question I have is, if I make onion rings, if I fry the onions, will they... will that...
Right, will that change the...
Yeah, change the... I don't want to say.
Right.
So if somebody knows the answer, 626-765-7543, 626-7543. All right, Turtle, because you're the only one here. 626-765-7543. Yeah. What do broccoli, ketchup, and onions all have in common?
That's my breakfast.
During a routine inspection of a commercial trailer hauling in shipments of fresh broccoli, ketchup, I don't know about fresh ketchup, and onions, probably that's where the salmonella came from. This just happened in Texas. Customs officers discovered $16 million of suspected drugs, including methamphetamine. This is a substantial amount of hard narcotics that the officers have detected and seized from drug trafficking organizations attempting to smuggle these drugs across the border. That's a lot of drugs.
Because they figured that nobody was going to check the broccoli.
Or the onions. Because nobody wanted to check the onions because it's like, oh no.
They're like, they'll never suspect vegetables.
They'll never suspect vegetables. Okay, so we've been on this platform here on Go Country 105 trying to help the little guy out. We've been asking you guys, if you own a restaurant, if you have some kind of business that you think we can help you with, we're willing to do it. And I'm a man of my word. So I got an email from The Bungalow. It's a restaurant. Actually, it's in Corona Del Mar, but I guess officially it's Newport. It's called The Bungalow, and every Wednesday night they're doing a summer barbecue, and it's only $40 per guest. Been to The Bungalow many times, and trust me, you can't. It's just a high-end steakhouse. You can't get out of there for less than $50-$60. So this $40 menu is a real deal down at The Bungalow in Newport Beach.
Does it say what's on the menu?
Well, you might happen to want to know that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Normally, I'd be so disorganized that I would have no idea, right?
I know, and you're just like, where did that paper go?
No. Did you see how I folded the papers today? Horizontal landscape. Horizontal landscape.
Hold on.
I got it. Horizontal landscape. All right, your first course selection at the bungalow, which is Wednesday night barbecue, is corn chowder or Caesar salad or the regular bungalow salad. Your entree selection, barbecue, of course, is the mesquite smoked baby ribs with your choice of corn on the cob, baked beans, coleslaw, mashed potatoes. You can get
I love baked beans.
you can get the king salmon. You can get a half a chicken. I'm gonna stick with the ribs. You can get a grilled kebab, flat iron steak, and of course their desserts, which I've had as well. Creme brulee, berries and cream, and chocolate molten cake, all for $40. You know what? I'm thinking this Wednesday I'm not working and you're not working because you work Thursday and Friday. We might just have to go down to Corona Del Mar and get some ribs and some of this vanilla cream brulee.
I'm down. Let's do it.
All right.
But can we get a little bit of everything? Because
Well,
we have to try it all.
You get some stuff and I'll
Okay,
get some stuff
okay.
and we'll just throw it all on the table and
That's
okay, the
I'm cool
address
with that.
the address down there at the bungalow is 2441 East Coast Highway, Corona Del Mar. If you own a restaurant, get a hold of me at Dining with Dills. No, do it this way. Peter at diningwithdills.com. Peter at diningwithdills.com.
That's your email.
That is my email address.
Okay.
Or you can call us at 626-765-7543. Write that number down right now. You should do a little sound effect of if you have
like
of writing something down. Yeah, there you go. Because we are going to be giving away a $50 gift card to Chiquita Bonita. And and in fact, here, wait a minute. Just so you know that it's all legit, I've got the gift cards right there.
You only have one gift card. I
No,
see.
there's two. There's two.
Come on, Peter.
Each of them are $25 each. And we're going to be giving away those gift cards probably in the next break because we're going to have a trivia question. And I'm going to give you a hint. It is a popular musician no, I'm not going to. That would be too. I see.
Willie Nelson.
No, it's not Willie Nelson.
He's popular?
He's popular. This guy is younger than Willie Nelson. Okay, you ready for Believe It or Not?
Hold on.
Okay.
I got to get us ready.
Okay, this is a good one. This is kind of a good one.
Are these are your Believe It or Nots?
Yeah, they're my Believe It or Nots.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay, you ready? Yep.
Ready?
You can act. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, you're supposed to say.
Believe it or not, you can actually hear rhubarb grow.
Wait. What's rhubarb?
It's like the top of picture the top of a beet. You know, like it's greens. It's a vegetable. Rhubarb.
You can hear.
It's a baseball term too. When they fight, you know, when the Giants and the Dodgers, or actually Dodgers and the Astros fight, it's called a rhubarb.
No way.
Yeah. Come on.
Vin Scully has never used that, I believe.
Vin Scully, give us a call right now. 626-765-7543. It's time for Dodger Baseball. An old method called the rhubarb forcing involves putting your rhubarb in a dark shed, like your parents used to do when you were a child.
But that's because that was an extra room.
Tricking it into thinking that it's spring. So basically, you're tricking the rhubarb. This is the cause the rhubarb to grow unnaturally large and unnaturally at a fast pace. So fast, you can hear the rhubarb popping as it grows.
What do you make out of rhubarb? Is that like
Rhubarb, it's like poor people's soup.
okay?
You know, back in the old country, you'd get some rhubarb, you'd get some stones, and you'd make stones.
Okay, all right.
Things are tough back then, Turtle. Things are tough.
But now that's like a delicacy, or what?
All right.
If you know a place that sells rhubarb soup, call us, email us, send us a fax, whatever.
626-765-7543. It's Peter Dills. That's Turtle over there. Hopefully next week, as soon as we find out what restaurant, I'm talking to the Blue Water Grill, and I'm actually talking to Taps and this place called Alondro's Hot Chicken Wings.
I love Alondro's. They have the
Okay.
best wings ever.
We're talking to all three of those, and hopefully next week we'll have a spot for all of us to go and take the show on the road. Okay, let's see. Do we want to make this one a Believe It or Not? Yeah, let's do this. We're going to do another Believe It or Not.
All right, you ready?
Okay, yeah. Believe it or not. Fruit stickers are edible. So
Fruit stickers.
fruit stickers. Hold on. So when you go to the store and you get a nectarine or a peach,
Okay, yeah.
a plum, they have a little sticker on there with the barcode on
Okay,
it, right?
yeah.
And the other night, my friend Leslie, hi Leslie Grossman and Brian, it was Brian's birthday last week. They gave me one of these pretty good sized nectarines to go. They're always worried about my diet, too much booze, too much steak.
You are what you eat, Peter.
You are what you eat, yeah. So I'm in the other room, and I'm not hiding it. We're at my house today. So I'm in the kitchen, and I'm trying to peel off the little tiny sticker. The sticker is no bigger than your
Those stickers are tough, man.
Yeah, but you can eat them. They're actually edible.
You know what? You do that, Peter. Let me know.
Well, don't freak out about it when you bite into the sticker.
Are they vegan? Are those stickers vegan?
They're just non-toxic and edible. It doesn't mean you should eat them. I'm just saying in case you do. You remember that? Didn't your parents tell you when you're chewing gum and you accidentally swallowed the gum that the gum would be in your stomach for the next
for 5 years?
Yeah, for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scarred me for life. Don't chew gum now.
Another one is grocery store. Have you been into a grocery store lately?
I go to the grocery store about every other week. I try not to be around humans.
Right. Grocery prices are at a 50-year high. So we're talking cereal, toilet paper, Lysol, if you can get it. Whatever those things are at the grocery store, they're at a 50-year high.
I get a lot of avocados, but avocado has always been that it goes up and down.
Well, yeah, because it's a commodity. Is that right? Is that what it is?
It's delicious. It's one of my favorite things.
People really dug on that hamburger thing. I was kind of looking at the reviews on Facebook. People really dug on the hamburger thing that we talked about. That the front, what you buy, you go to McDonald's and you buy a hamburger, right?
Right.
What's the front of the hamburger?
Whatever you decide it to be.
Whatever you decide it to be. Whatever you eat there.
And that's a believe it or not. You're welcome.
Believe it or not. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a hint. Is it too early to give a hint on the trivia question? The song that I'm looking for was written by Mark Nessler and Tony Martin. Now everybody's going to
Mark Nessler.
Mark Nessler, not with an M. I know. I was thinking of Mark.
The KTLA guy on Channel 5?
Yeah, he's a country music writer. So Mark Nessler and Tony Martin wrote this hit single, and we're going to probably play a little bit of that hit single if we haven't already during the break. You know, the bumper. Do you know what bumper music is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you do.
I've been in radio.
I know. It's in and out music. So I played this or haven't because I don't know. I can't hear what the music is when we go in and out. But this portion of our show is brought to you by Carl D. Barnes. He's a nice guy. Have you met him?
I met him. I got him a chair. I got him a chair.
Wasn't he a nice guy?
Yeah.
Jeff Maxwell was right. What a nice guy. But Jeff wasn't there to meet him.
No.
We got to set up a meet and greet with Jeff Maxwell and Carl D. Barnes, attorney at law.
I mean, we can always do phone-ins.
That's true. But I'm talking about bringing Carl back into one of these remotes at the restaurants. But the reason why we're talking about Carl D. Barnes is that he is an attorney, and if you own a restaurant or even a small business, and your business has been interrupted by COVID-19, and you filed a claim with the insurance company, and the insurance company, guess what they say, Turtle? No, 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 no. Well, that's not true. You got to get Carl D. Barnes to take a look at the policy. Call him right now at 1-800-6-BARNES, even though it's early in the morning, and wake him up.
Just wake him up.
Just wake him up. He's a nice guy. Yeah. 1-800-6-BARNES. 1-800-6-BARNES. 5 great reasons to promote your restaurant or business on the radio with Peter Dills. Can you guess one?
Turtle.
Radio works. It really does. Consistent messages with a creative content. In fact, 93% of all Angelenos and Orange County residents have already listened to the radio today or plan to before noon this morning.
I mean, you're stuck in traffic. I mean, and you have
captive
nobody
audience. Passion. I've got passion. Turtle's got passion. We love your restaurant. We love your business. We want to talk about it. Coverage. The word means exactly that. We have one great show here on Go Country 105, and this show goes all the way from Ventura all the way down to Temecula.
To Temecula?
To Temecula.
It's a strong signal.
ROI, return on investment. I can easily track whether you're getting traffic from our efforts. Like we can say, hey, we can just talk about your great salmon for a month, and then you'll say, hey, Peter, we sold a lot of salmon.
Just like the Corona Seltzer.
That's right. Did you get that? Yeah, their sales went up 5%, and they only advertised for 2 weeks. Focus on food, as my dad used to often say, and I will too. In a perfect world, we wouldn't need any sponsors. We could talk about random restaurants all day long. Why not put your message on an area-wide show that talks about nothing but food. That's not true. We talk about shenanigans all the time. You really didn't know what a rhubarb is?
I know, Peter.
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure there's somebody listening that didn't know either.
Well, those are our loyal listeners, and that even though I said 5, that's number 6. That's a bonus. So give us a call, 626-765-7543, if you want to get your word on the radio. And when I mean real radio, I mean real radio. And we do a podcast at 9 o'clock this morning. You can go to the podcast, iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we'll re-record. We'll replay the show at 9 o'clock. It's Peter Dills. This is Go Country 105. I am so glad you decided to spend your Sunday with us. The more humid, where's Turtle's rest of his notes? And that's going to wrap up the show. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time. No, we don't want that. Leave us a message. Food for thought. Be yourself. Everyone is already taken. Okay, I got your believe it or not. Let me say hello to everybody. I'm always per capita. A tequila shot. Jim Walker is the best. Rhubarb pie is so well known. What's wrong with Turtle?
What are you talking about? I have no idea what. Bring me rhubarb pie. I have no idea what they're talking about. All right, let's do. I like that. Oh, that's too late. We already did that. I was going to say do that countdown thing again, but we don't need to do that. Okay, did I do already the Kentucky Fried coleslaw recipe? No, I didn't do that. You ready?
Yep.
And 5, 4, 3.
It's Peter Dills. We are back from the break. In fact, it's our third break of the show, and we go all the way up until 9 o'clock. And Turtle, you know what happens at 9 o'clock?
Oh, some great music.
Country America's sweetheart, Miss Lori Allen, is here playing America's favorite tunes right here on Go Country 105. So I had mentioned to you about the surcharges at restaurants. And my thought is, and this is my thought, my opinion, I'm not here to argue with anybody. In fact, we're going to let restaurateurs in the next couple of weeks give their thoughts on it as well. I just want thoughts. I don't want to argue about it. It's an
open discussion.
It's open discussion. If you have a set menu, like if you have a fancy schmancy menu that's laminated and you can't do any changes to it, okay, I get it. But if you're like a lot of the fish restaurants, they probably print new menus every day. Wouldn't it be optimal just to kind of raise the prices instead of putting in that 4% surcharge? What would happen if I called a restaurant and I said, "Hi, it's Peter Dills. I want to make an appointment or a reservation." Do you guys charge a surcharge? Surcharge. You know, hotels get away with it. It's called a resort fee.
What? I don't do many resorts or anything like that.
Turtle, what's the nicest hotel that you've ever been to?
Motel 6.
Are you serious? Man, we got to make some money on the show. I gotta step up your game because it's Olive Garden and Motel 6.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Only the finest.
All right, the finest hotels, or when you go on to, if you go to Cancun or wherever, there's always a resort fee, and it could be for towels, or it could be towels by the swimming pool, or towels for you to take out to the beach, or for valet parking. There's always a resort fee at high-end restaurants.
I had no idea.
High-end hotels. Always. So what's the problem with a restaurant deciding that they're going to charge a COVID-19 fee, 5%, because we need to sanitize the restaurant even more? What would you do if you in West Covina said, I got a date tonight. I'm going to go get myself a bottle of wine. There's a nice little market down the street, and I know they have a good wine selection. I know the guy there. He'll set me straight.
There's a Vons by my street.
Yeah, so stop in the Vons, talk to the wine steward, and he says, "Oh, I got a nice bottle of Josh Chardonnay. It's $11." So then let's not even say a supermarket, a market, and then you go through the checkout stand, and it's $15, and then you go, "Whoa, wait a minute! It said $11. Yeah. Oh, sir, we have a COVID-19 $3 surcharge." What would you do?
I'd be like, "What do you have for $11? What?
They're still going to charge you the $3 extra.
What do you have for $8? Help me
gonna
out
be
here.
11. It's
This
gonna
is
be
all I got.
12.
This is all I have.
Ay, 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 ay,
You know, some restaurants are actually doing that other thing where there's a back house charge, where they're tipping the cooks and everybody in the back house.
servers make minimum wage, and the chefs, cooks probably make more. I would assume.
Right.
That's the gist that I get from my friends that own restaurants. Their thing is, well, they're really screwed right now, aren't they? COVID-19, minimum wage. Boy, it's tough to open a restaurant. But yeah, the guys in the back, cooks and chefs, get paid probably a little bit more than everybody else. A good waiter at a restaurant will make more than the manager.
Really?
Yeah, hands down. Hands down.
So it pays to be a waiter and
At
not
a
a
good
manager?
restaurant. Yeah, you don't want to be a manager at a restaurant unless, well, in California, it's illegal for management to accept tips. Like at Starbucks, I don't think that the managers can be a part of the pool.
No,
the tip
it's
pool.
just all the baristas.
Okay, so the show's running pretty fast today. So I better do the trivia question now because then in about 2 minutes you're going to be saying, wrap it up, wrap it up.
Well, I mean, we still have one more break. Now, should I do our trivia announcement? Or,
Yeah.
Hold on.
You got one?
Yeah, hold on.
Let's do it. In 1997, this guy's third single from his fourth studio album, Blank, went to #1 and stayed 42 weeks on the Billboard chart, thus being the longest running single on the Billboard country chart, okay, since the inception of the ratings in 1990. Who is this young lad that's still rockin' country today? Give us a call, 626-765-7543. That's a lot of snakes and salmonella and the onions. All right, so his fourth studio album, Blank, 42 weeks on the Billboard chart, set then a record for the longest running single on Billboard's country chart.
Taylor Swift.
It would be a he.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be a he, but he's got a good body. You know, he's in shape. Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, that's probably. I mean, that's it because I can't do any more hints. You guys will know.
I'm a shape.
Well, but you didn't even know rhubarb. You got me bummed out. We're gonna have to take you to food. We got to get you to a food cooking class, food cooking terms. We got to get you into a nice hotel and the Motel 6 in Olive Garden. Oh man,
I'm just an average guy.
all right. What's your favorite coleslaw? Restaurant coleslaw?
Restaurant coleslaw. Oh man, probably KFC.
Okay, I
Yeah,
got the
really
recipe.
good. No way.
Yeah, I got the recipe.
You stole the recipe?
626-765-7543. It's Peter Dills. It's Go Country 105. That's Turtle over there. Who knows where we'll be next week, but right now we're at the Casa de Dills. Casa de Dills? Casa de Dills.
I was looking up how to get here.
Yeah, but
right?
you've been here before.
But I forgot.
forget?
But did you know that there's like a restaurant called Peter Dills down the street?
You know what's scary about that? My friend Ken just bought a brand new spanking TV, one of these smart TVs where you just, like Siri, you just say, hey, turn on the Jeffersons, turn on McHale's Navy, whatever you want, and it just turns it on. You don't have to search anymore.
That's
so
crazy.
my friend goes, put on Peter Dills' latest food review. It comes on. There's 100 different places. Where is Peter Dills right now? It showed where I was. So right now, anybody can find you or me. You talk about a conspiracy theory. What is this world coming to? They can find us on Go Country 105, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. every morning with Lori Allen following suit, playing America's greatest country hits. All right. I've always, like you, Turtle, I've always liked the Kentucky Fried Chicken minced creamy coleslaw. It's really quite simple to make. It takes you about 15 minutes. You got 15 minutes?
I do.
All right. Chill time about 4 hours. You know what chill time is?
You opening up a beer and just
Very good. That
watching
might be
the
a sound
TV.
bite. We're always looking for sound bites here on the morning show. All right. So you need 4 cups of shredded as well as diced cabbage, some minced carrot, onion, whole milk, mayonnaise, granulated sugar, buttermilk. Do you know how to make your own buttermilk?
butter and milk
All right, well.
together.
Ground black pepper, kosher salt, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar.
Mm.
Shred the dice of the cabbage, carrot, and onion together. Confetti cut is what you're looking to do. Do not use the purple cabbage because it will discolor the. Think about it. Think about it. Right? When you go to KFC, there's no
Okay.
purple cabbage in there.
There isn't.
No.
I didn't even know that.
Place the cut veggies in a large mixing bowl. Mix well. That's why it's called a mixing bowl, because you want to mix it up. Add the completed dressings in the cabbage mix and stir and combine it. Cover it up. Put it in overnight if you like, or at least chill it in the refrigerator for 4 hours. And then you've got just the same coleslaw. You can actually just go to KFC. It's probably going to be better.
That'll take 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Going to KFC and then coming back.
So here's our, we like to do chef's little secret. The reason why anybody can Google these recipes, but I always like to add a little bit of parsley, a little bit of snippet to the end of these recipes so that I can own the recipe for ourselves right here on Go Country 105. The coleslaw recipe calls for 1/4 cup of buttermilk. If you don't want to purchase a whole carton of buttermilk, you can make your own buttermilk by using milk and lemon juice.
There's no butter in it?
Yeah, well, no, but that's how you curd or curl or curd it. Yeah. So put the 1 cup of whole milk in a measuring cup and a teaspoon, which is nothing, of the lemon juice and let it sit for about 5 minutes. And voila, like magic, it is ready to use. Curdled. That's another word. We've used curdled and rhubarb. 2 words that you've learned today. Yeah.
So there's no butter in buttermilk.
Well, no, it's a oxymoron.
It's really done with oxygen.
Oh, shoot, I don't know. All right. Okay. It's 626-765-7543. You already know the trivia question. Or if you've got a recommendation, we didn't get any recommendations last week. 2 weeks ago, we did. But now is your chance. Give us a call or text us 765-7543. And we ask first and last name, your trivia answer or your subject, and your email address. And one of us will get back to you. Well, probably me, and I do enjoy when you guys come out there. All right, wait a minute. Karen Chan wants to know what did Turtle mean there being a restaurant named Peter Dills? See, I think you were just Googling Peter Dills and
on my map, on my Google map.
But where did you end? Where did it say to go? I hope it didn't. Don't. I mean,
no. It didn't.
Pasadena, but
it didn't. Watch.
This is a little frightening to me that people can find us. We're going to be doing the show in the morning, and people are going to be knocking on the door like.
It says that you're a comfort food.
I'm definitely comfort food. Okay, I'm near Walnut, and that is bizarre.
Yeah, well,
everybody else do that. Google or what did you use?
Google Maps.
Google Maps, Peter Dills, and find out where this Peter Dills comfort food restaurant. Wow, that's a nice looking place. I got to go there sometime. It seems like a nice place.
It's close.
All right, it's Peter Dills. We're going to go to break, but when we come back, we're going to finish the show off with our Believe It. Or
you need to tell me when.
I should do we should have this means this. This means this. Okay, curveball 4, 3,
exactly.
When we come back from the break, we're going to do a couple more. Believe it or not, it's Peter Dills. It's Go Country 105. Actually, that's Vaughn's. Replying to Diane Rabinsky, it's more common in the northern U.S. and Alaska. The edible part is the long stalk. Thank you, Diane. Diane used to work at Vaughn's. Babinski. Okay, so we'll give Diane Babinski a shout out. Have fun, learn from Chef Pascal. I know Chef. We know Chef. He's a great guy. I see. She's saying you should go to seat. Yeah. All right, I'm ready.
You ready? 11 minutes.
What have I forgotten to do?
Just start the Believe It or Not. That's it. That I did.
Food wise.
Oh, don't you have? What region are we talking about?
I didn't pull any. I just figured we had so much stuff. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready whenever you are.
And 5, 4, 3.
I wish you guys could. Oh, I almost caught myself. It's Peter Dills, Go Country 105. I was just going to say the fun part about it is during the breaks when we start talking about stuff and before the show and after the show that I've always said when I was doing the show with David, we would have the best conversations on the way to the studio. And then all of a sudden we get in the studio and it just wasn't the same.
It's called Save It for the Air.
I totally, we're going to have it. We should have a segment called Save It for the Air. Everything is save it for the air. And we got to come up with a new one.
Yeah.
Of that. All right. Master Sommelier Sommelier has 5 different levels, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Michael Jordan is a master sommelier, and he is holding.
And a basketball player.
And he moonlights as a basketball player. But August 13th, Mike Jordan, is going to have a Zoom webcast talking about different wines, and I will have more information on Facebook and Instagram and all that.
Where can they find you on those platforms?
Okay, ready? On Facebook, Peter Dills.
Well, let me write that down.
Instagram, King of Brunch. LinkedIn, Peter Dills. Twitter, Peter Dills. And most importantly, podcast. I am so jammed up for this podcast because 3 or 4 months ago, I was bummed because the numbers were going down and down and down. And I subscribed to this service, and it says in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the podcast numbers have gone up, up, up.
Gee, what's changed in those past 4 or 5 weeks?
I got rid of Turtle, and I brought in Albert. So if you are a podcast fan, and people tell me, I mean, I've got my friend Julie. She's the bartender out in Columbo's in Eagle Rock, and she'll say to me, Peter, so early in the morning, 8 o'clock, I just got off she works at a restaurant. Right. She doesn't get home until 1 in the morning. And she says to me, how else can I listen to the show? Easy. At 9 o'clock this morning, or Sundays, whatever time it is, you can just go to Spotify, SoundCloud, podcast, or iTunes and just type in Peter Dills, follow, review, and you'll listen to the whole show, mostly commercial free. Mostly. Well, in case we're talking about restaurants and everything like that. Right. I want to give a shout out to John Sangmeister, longtime friend of the show, and his restaurant Gladstone's in Long Beach is ready to go. The ship is ready to sail, but they just haven't opened yet. But any day, Gladstone's in Long Beach will be opening. And as soon as they do, they have a deck. I guarantee you, John will be on the phone with us and telling us to come on down and bring all of our equipment and do the show from Gladstone's. They're just not open yet, but a shout out to John and Pete Lamar. Pete gave me the clam chowder recipe that I did 5 or 6 weeks ago. And no, Rusty Teagle, there are no potatoes in the Gladstone's clam chowder recipe. Potatoes are needed, but that's just kind of to thicken it up and cheapen it up, I think, a little bit. Too much potato, too much flour, not for me when I'm having clam chowder.
I just found out that, man, I believe it. I was talking to my friend who lives out in Boston. His name's Abraham. And he actually listened to the show, and he was talking to me about chowder. Yeah. And he actually commented. He said, hey, did you know New England clam chowder is cream, Manhattan is tomato-based, right? And Rhode Island doesn't want to offend anyone, so it's just soup.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's coming from a real Bostonian.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Manhattan is the red chowder, and there's a she crab soup that is almost like a clam chowder. There's so many things. I love chowder. Obviously, being in August, we're kind of hot weather right now, but hey, November and December will be here before you know it. Well, Turtle, do you like this setup going on the road, or would you rather be in the studio?
You know, Peter,
I mean, you know how I've changed my mind on the situation.
Right. Well, a few 100 years ago, I pitched this to you, and then I get a call a few weeks ago saying, Turtle, I got a great idea. Why don't we take this show on the road? And I'm like, you mean the idea that I told you about a long time ago? Remember when we did that LA underground restaurant?
Yes.
that was my way of like showing you that we could do this.
You know how many baseball players are on a team?
Was it 9?
20. Well, okay, you're right. 9 on a starting team, but
Yeah.
on the squad, there's 25. Because of the thing right now, they've expanded it to 30. You know how many managers there are on a team, Turtle?
On
A manager.
One.
Yeah, and who would be the manager on this team?
I would be. I'm the
No,
general
no.
manager. You can be
Okay.
the I'll be the general
All
manager.
right.
Okay.
All right. Let's get
I'm
on
your
with our.
manager.
Let's get on with our. I'm giving Turtle the sign.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're about ready to finish up the phone. The show.
It's been a
It's
good
so
show.
early in the morning. I don't have any drinks yet, and that's why I'm blubbering the words. All right, here we go. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, Turtle, spending too much time in the water also increases your chances of burning.
I believe it.
Believe it or not. In the last 25 years, 75 aircrafts and 1,000 vessels have been speculated to have been lost in the Bermuda Triangle.
That's a lot of stuff.
You know, I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe that you can predict earthquakes. The only thing I'm not sure of in life is the Bermuda Triangle. I'm just,
It freaks you out.
yeah, I mean,
It freaks me out.
I wouldn't go. How's that? Hey, let's take a ship over the Bermuda Triangle.
No, thank you.
I don't think so. I think I'll go on Delta Airlines with 500 people with the COVID virus instead.
I think I'll fly the exact opposite place
Yeah.
with
No.
that is the Bermuda Triangle.
No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, also, you ready? How much time do we get left?
We got like 6 minutes.
All right. Believe it or not. You know, there's a corn shortage going on right now. If you go into
No.
if you go into Ralph's or CVS or some of these markets, they don't give you change. They actually debit your Ralph's Club card or whatever, what have you, and you get a credit for 23 cents or 99 cents or
I've
whatever.
not had cash in a while. That's why I've just been using my debit card.
Man just gave $5,400 in change because he believed that would help for the coin shortage. Who has $5,600? You can stay at a nice hotel for $5,600. Hey, by the way, it's Peter Dills. It is Go Country 105. Our phone number is 626-765-7543. 626-765-7543. Our website is diningwithdills.com. Diningwithdills.com.
How much change do you have in your pocket?
Here, well, since we're at home, look, I've got.
Let me see. Are you the reason why we have a coin shortage?
Here, let me pass that to you. And
Oh, Peter, put this in the camera. Put this in the camera.
right.
Look at this. Peter, you know there's a coin shortage. You're the reason why.
And before about 3 or 4 months ago, there's 4 times as much as this. I've been sending them or taking them over to the bank, and yeah, I've got there's probably $100 in there,
That's a lot of coin.
and that's heavy. You could,
That is.
yeah.
You got to take it to you got to everybody do your part.
Take your money back to the bank,
Exactly.
or just drop it off at the Peter Dills' comfort food restaurant. just put it in a bag and leave it, and put my name on there as
For Peter.
Yeah, it's for Peter. It's for his comfort food.
That is a lot. I'm shocked. I have like 62 cents in various change and various coin.
Many years ago, God, was it you? Did you book The Beekeeper?
Yes.
And I was resistant, as I always am. Oh, who cares about this? This guy was fascinating, phenomenal. And it's true that if there were no bees in the world, there would be no
Nothing.
agriculture. There would be no raspberries and no.
Yeah.
Let's give a salute out to the bees. You know why?
Why?
1 teaspoon of honey is a lifetime work for 12 bees. Believe it or not. Is that getting old? Believe it or not.
No, it's never. It's never.
All right, let's see. We got any more? We got one more. You ready?
Okay.
All right.
All right. You ready?
Believe it or not, this is the last believe it or not of the show today. Hands 626-765. Are you tired of believe it or not? Jack Sparrow probably would not find Johnny Depp amusing and likable. Jack Sparrow would probably not find Johnny Depp amusing or likable. What was the Rolling Stones guy that they kind of triggered it after?
The guitarist.
Keith Richards?
Yeah, Keith Richards.
Who's like 90 years old.
He played Jack Sparrow's dad on
Right.
the movie.
Yeah. Okay. How much time we got left?
We got about 2 minutes.
All right. So we talked about, did I talk about, I wanted to give a shout out to, no, we talked about pavilions. You can get Chardonnays on sale on Saturdays, and Domaine Chandon is on sale at Vaughn's. All right, so let's wrap up the show. I want to thank Rebecca for editing the show. I want to thank Mr. Turtle, whose real name is Al Rivera. Rivera. Well, I'm going to write you a check this morning. And I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody that helps out. I hope next week we'll be at a restaurant doing the show. But it was cool today, once in a while, doing it here. And I got a bottle over there of the Beluga vodka. Maybe we can make some Bloody Marys with breakfast, because we want to be
I love Bloody Marys.
Responsible,
yeah,
and everything like that. All right, just remember one thing, Turtle.
Is this our food for thought?
This is our food for thought. Friends, always be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Here we are, two single guys in a place doing a radio show that is listened to
millions,
hundreds of thousands of people. You know that Go Country is America's #1 listened to country station.
I believe it. It's a good station.
All right. Well, that's it for the show. Which is, like I said, I want to thank everybody. That's going to wrap up the show. Thank you. Until next time, I'll see you at our dining table. All right. Turn that off, and maybe we'll show them what Turtle looks like. No. There's Turtle. There's Turtle, everybody. Hi, Turtle. Okay, Peter is the star player and Turtle is the GM.
Whoever said that, I totally agree.